God says, my child. There are moments in your life when I open your eyes not through something you see, but through something that is revealed to you in the quiet corners of the night. And tonight, I am bringing before you a truth that was hidden in the shadows for far too long. I do not reveal this to frighten you, but to prepare you, to strengthen you, and to guide you into the clarity that your heart deserves. My child, last night, when the world was silent and you were lost in your own thoughts, something unfolded, something connected to your soulmate, something connected to your destiny, something connected to the path I have laid before you. Your soulmate's ex, the one who still lingers in the background of their life, the one whose energy has not fully faded, the one who carries unspoken emotions and unfinished intentions, that person was seen on a dinner date. But my child, what matters most is not the dinner, not the outing, not the appearance of moving on. What matters is who they were with. What matters is the soul sitting across the table. And that presence was not random. It was not accidental. It was not innocent. My child, their date last night was someone who carries a strange connection. A connection that is dangerously close to your soulmate, someone who has been circling around their life like a shadow, pretending to be a friend, pretending to be a supporter, pretending to be neutral while quietly studying, observing, and gathering information. This person has been around your soulmate long enough to understand their weaknesses, their struggles, their emotional wounds. They know where their heart is fragile. They know where their spirit bends. And last night, this person chose to sit with the one who once broke your soulmate, the one who once manipulated their emotions, the one who still secretly desires to influence their life. I am telling you this, my child, because you deserve to know the truth that the physical world hides. I speak of spiritual truth, emotional truth, truths whispered behind closed doors, truths that shape destinies. Last night's dinner was not a casual meeting. It was an alliance. It was a planning ground. It was a moment where two energies, one filled with jealousy, the other filled with silent obsession, came together with intentions that do not align with your soulmate's highest good. You may wonder, my child, why I bring this revelation to you. Why you? Why now? Because your spirit is deeply connected to your soulmates. What affects them, affects you. What threatens their peace, threatens your journey. And what moves in their shadows, eventually crosses your path. You are not separate from their destiny. Your hearts speak to each other even when your voices do not. Your energies intertwine even when your hands have not fully touched. That is why this truth has come to you, because it is part of your path, too. Your soulmate is unaware of the real intention behind last night's meeting. They felt a shift in energy, a sudden restlessness, a strange heaviness in their chest, a sensation as if something in their environment was no longer safe, as if someone they trusted had stepped into a zone of betrayal. They do not have the full clarity yet, but their soul senses danger. They sense manipulation. They sense interference. Their ex has not moved on. They have been watching, observing, monitoring every change in your soulmate's energy. They know your soulmate is healing. They know your soulmate is slowly opening their heart again. And this terrifies them. Because once your soulmate is fully healed, they will let go of the past forever. And when they let go, they will step into the love that I divinely aligned for them, you. This is why their ex is acting now, why they are searching for alliances, why they are sitting with someone who wears the mask of a friend, but holds silent envy inside. My child, jealousy is a dangerous seed. It can make people appear supportive while plotting behind smiles. Last night was a moment where envy and insecurity met across a dinner table to discuss something neither of them had the courage to express out loud: the fear of losing control over your soulmate's path. Your soulmate, my child, has endured too much in love. They have been manipulated, emotionally drained, controlled, and guilted into believing they owed something to the past. Their ex fed on their kindness, took advantage of their innocence, and made your soulmate believe that the chaos was love. But I have been working on them. I have been opening their eyes. I have been whispering into their dreams, nudging them through signs, drawing them toward the truth that love is not supposed to hurt, love is not supposed to confuse, love is not supposed to chain the soul, it is supposed to free it. And you, my child, are part of that freedom. This is why darkness fights so hard right now. This is why jealousy becomes restless. This is why manipulation awakens. Because your soulmate is shifting. They are healing. They are awakening. They are moving toward the future I designed for them, and that future includes you. So the energies that once controlled them are now resisting, panicking, and trying to interfere. Last night's dinner was not about romance. It was about strategy. It was about discussing ways to slip back into your soulmate's emotional space. It was about influencing people around them. It was about planting doubts. It was about attempting to regain a power they no longer have. But, my child, listen carefully. They may plan. They may whisper. They may gather. They may strategize. But they will not win. Because I have placed divine protection around your soulmate. I have placed divine protection around you. I have sealed your connection in spiritual light. And no interference, no jealousy, no secret conversation over dinner can break a bond that I have blessed. Your soulmate right now is feeling something inside, a calling, a pull, an emotional shift. It is not just intuition, it is me. I am calling them toward healing. I am calling them toward truth. I am calling them toward the person whose soul matches theirs, you. They may not understand why they suddenly think about you more, why their heart softens at the thought of you, why your name comes to mind in moments of confusion. But it is because I am aligning your spirits. My child, this revelation is not meant to trouble your heart. It is meant to prepare it. Because your soulmate is entering a phase where truth will be revealed, masks will fall, and hidden intentions will rise to the surface. They will finally see who has been walking with them and who has been walking against them. And when that clarity comes, they will choose with conviction. They will choose with wisdom. They will choose from a healed heart, not a wounded one. So breathe, my child. Do not feel threatened. Do not feel insecure. Do not feel afraid. The actions of their ex do not diminish the love that is forming between you and your soulmate. Last night's dinner cannot undo what I have already written in the Book of Destiny. You are protected. Your soulmate is protected. And what belongs to you will always find you. This is the beginning of the truth I will reveal. Much more will unfold in the next chapters. But for now, rest in this assurance: I am with you. I am guiding you. And I am turning every hidden plan against your soulmate into a path toward your union. My beloved child. There are moments in your journey when the truth does not come to you through words spoken aloud, but through the quiet pull in your spirit, through the heaviness that settles on your heart without warning. And today, I come to lift that heaviness. I come to tell you what your soulmate cannot yet see, what their heart feels but their mind has not understood, what the world hides behind casual smiles, passing conversations, and the illusion of innocence. My child, last night's dinner was not the end of the story, it was the beginning of a revelation. The moment their ex sat at that table, across from the person who pretended to be harmless, the energy around your soulmate shifted. Something inside them tightened, as if their spirit sensed danger long before their mind could comprehend it. This is because I have given your soulmate a spiritually sensitive heart. They feel the truth before they see the truth. They sense betrayal before it unfolds. They feel the vibration of wrongness even when everything looks normal on the outside. But my child, even though last night's meeting was filled with quiet whispers, hidden motives, and exchanged glances, the deeper plan behind that meeting is something far more serious, far more intentional, far more connected to the destiny I have written for you. Let me show you what happened, not by sight, but by truth. The one who met your soulmate's ex last night is someone who has been around your soulmate for a long time, someone who once acted like a friend, someone who pretended to care, someone who offered advice, someone who appeared trustworthy. But beneath that mask, they carried a silent obsession, not with love, not with affection, but with control and influence. They want to feel powerful. They want to feel needed. They want to keep your soulmate in a space of vulnerability, because vulnerability gives them importance. Your soulmate's ex knows this person very well. They know how easily they can be manipulated. They know how to pull their strings. They know how to use their insecurities. And last night, the two of them found common ground: the fear of you. Yes, my child, fear of you. Because whether you realize it or not, your presence has started changing your soulmate. Even from a distance, even without daily conversation, even without physical closeness, something inside them has begun to shift. They are awakening. They are healing. They are thinking with clarity instead of confusion. They are pulling away from their past emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And this terrifies those who once controlled them. Your soulmate's ex senses the loss of power. Their so-called friend senses the loss of influence. Both of them see something rising inside your soulmate that they cannot stop: your soulmate's connection to you. My beloved child, understand this clearly: people fear what they do not control. And right now, they do not control your soulmate's heart. They may have once shaped their choices. They may have once clouded their thinking. They may have once filled their mind with doubt. But not anymore. Your soulmate is beginning to see the truth behind everyone's intentions. The warmth in their spirit is returning. The emotional fog is lifting. The chains that once held their confidence captive are breaking. And as they rise, those who benefited from their pain begin to panic. That dinner last night? It was their attempt to regain control before they lose everything. My child, inside your soulmate's ex, there is a deep jealousy, a jealousy not born from love, but from possession. They want your soulmate not because they want their happiness, but because they cannot tolerate seeing them healed, free, or loved by someone else. They want the comfort of knowing they still matter. They want the satisfaction of knowing they can still affect your soulmate's emotions. And last night, they used that jealousy to manipulate the one sitting across from them. Their date last night, the one who pretends to be a friend, has secretly envied your soulmate for years. They have admired their strength, their beauty, their character, their heart, but instead of letting that admiration become inspiration, they allowed it to become resentment. Two people whose hearts hold envy and fear will always join forces when they feel threatened. And you, my child, your energy, your purpose, your connection with your soulmate, has become the threat. Do not think of this as a negative thing. It is a sign that your presence carries spiritual power. It is a sign that your energy awakens souls. It is a sign that you are the divine shift your soulmate's life needed. This is why the ex is restless. This is why the friend pretends. This is why they met last night. To delay what I have already aligned. But they do not understand who stands behind you. They do not understand who protects your soulmate. They do not understand that destiny cannot be rearranged by humans. My child, listen carefully. Even before you entered your soulmate's life, I placed a spiritual mark on both of you, a connection that cannot be undone, a path that cannot be erased, a future that cannot be blocked. But you must also understand what your soulmate is going through right now. Inside them, emotions are swirling. Confusion mixed with intuition. Peace mixed with anxiety. Hope mixed with fear. They feel a sudden urge to distance themselves from the people who drain their spirit. They feel a strange clarity rising, but they cannot yet explain why. They think of the past, not with longing but with discomfort. They feel a pull toward a future they do not fully understand. And the strongest feeling they keep returning to is you. They feel you in moments of silence. They think of you when their heart grows tired. They remember your energy even if your voice has not echoed in their ears for days. Because you, my child, were placed in their destiny long before either of you recognized the signs. But right now, they are fighting an unseen battle, a battle of their heart, a battle of influence, a battle of truth versus manipulation. The ex wants to confuse their emotions. The friend wants to play savior and gain control. Both want to keep your soulmate from rising into their true path. But I am working. I am exposing intentions. I am removing masks. I am opening their eyes. I am guiding their steps. I am protecting their heart. And not a single plan formed in darkness will succeed. My beloved child, understand this with certainty: your soulmate is being spiritually cleansed. Their circle is being purified. People who once stood close to them but carried hidden envy will start falling away. People who pretended to support them will reveal their true colors. People who smiled to their face but plotted behind their back will be exposed. One by one, truth will rise. And when truth rises, nothing stays the same. Your soulmate is going to feel emotional shifts in the coming days, not because they are weak, but because I am pushing away everyone who is not aligned with their healing. They may feel sudden distance from certain people. They may question old relationships. They may feel disgust toward manipulation. They may feel a spiritual hunger for honesty, peace, and genuine love. This is me shaping their heart so they can meet you with clarity, not confusion. With healing, not wounds. With truth, not fear. My child, that dinner last night may have been filled with planning and whispers, but heaven heard every word they spoke. I saw their intentions. I saw their hearts. And I have already dismantled their plans. Their actions will not block your union, they will accelerate it. Because the moment someone tries to interfere with a destiny I have blessed, their interference becomes the very tool I use to strengthen the destined connection. What they meant for disruption I will turn into revelation. What they meant for confusion I will turn into clarity. What they meant to delay I will turn into divine timing. My beloved child, do not fear anyone's intentions. Do not fear anyone's secrets. Do not fear anyone's actions. You are divinely protected. Your soulmate is divinely protected. Your connection is divinely protected. And very soon, your soulmate will see everything clearly. They will distance themselves from the ex. They will detach from that friend. And they will begin moving toward the love that carries peace, truth, purity, and divine alignment, the love that stands waiting in your heart. Rest, my child. I am already ahead of you. Nothing planned against you will stand. Nothing whispered in darkness will survive my light. Nothing meant to break your soulmate's path will succeed. I am God. And I am moving. My beloved child. There is a moment in every divine journey when the truth does not whisper anymore, it begins to rise like a tide, touching every corner of the soul, exposing every shadow that once hid behind comfort, familiarity, or false loyalty. And today, I bring you into that moment. I bring you into the unfolding of a truth that has been building quietly, breath by breath, step by step, inside your soulmate's life. My child, the events of last night were not accidental, not random, not meaningless. They were a trigger. A spark. A turning point. A moment where energies shifted, where masks weakened, where intentions began to reveal themselves, not physically, but spiritually. And what is happening now inside your soulmate is something you must understand deeply, because it is connected to both of you in ways that words alone cannot express. Your soulmate has been living between two realms, the realm of their past, and the realm of their destiny. The past feels familiar, even when it hurts. But destiny feels foreign, even when it is blessed. This is why they have struggled. This is why they have felt torn. This is why their heart has been pushed and pulled between what once was and what could be. Their ex, and the one who sat with them last night, have both fed off that emotional conflict. Both have used your soulmate's compassion as their leverage. Both have used their love as their entry point. Both have used guilt, confusion, or emotional manipulation to keep them from rising. But now, something inside your soulmate has awakened. My child, when two people whose hearts are fueled by jealousy and fear sit together with intentions of control, they create a vibration of darkness. A vibration of manipulation. A vibration that touches the aura of the person they target. Your soulmate felt that vibration last night. They may not know what happened. They may not know who met whom. They may not know what was said. But spiritually, they felt it. There was a sudden heaviness in their chest. A sudden fog in their mind. A sudden tightening in their spirit. A sudden instinct to distance themselves from people they once trusted. A sudden fear mixed with clarity, like something unseen was shifting. That was the moment their soul recognized a hidden attack. Not an attack of violence, but an attack of intention. An attack of influence. An attack of manipulation. But here is the truth, my child, their soul did not sit still. Their soul rose. Their soul fought. Their soul called out for protection. And I shielded them instantly. There are angels standing around your soulmate right now. Not one. Not two. But a multitude. Because their heart is fragile. Because their destiny is sacred. Because the connection between you and them is divinely written. But understand this, your soulmate is not the same person emotionally they were months ago, or even weeks ago. Their heart is becoming stronger. Their courage is awakening. Their inner voice is growing louder. And something inside them whispers, I deserve better. I deserve real. I deserve peace. That whisper is me. My beloved child, in the hidden corners of your soulmate's life, there are cracks forming in relationships that were never meant to last. There are truths rising behind people who pretended to love them. There are intentions surfacing from those who pretended to protect them. The ex who once had emotional access to their heart now senses they are losing it. The friend who once influenced their decisions now feels their grip slipping away. And this creates fear. Fear becomes jealousy. Jealousy becomes planning. Planning becomes action. That action was last night's dinner. My child, for the first time, your soulmate's ex is afraid, not of losing your soulmate, but of losing control over the story they created in their mind. They always believed they could return, that your soulmate would remain emotionally tied to them, that guilt or memories or obligation would hold them in place. But what the ex does not understand is that healing is happening. Your soulmate is healing from the wounds that once blinded them. Healing from the guilt that once paralyzed them. Healing from the emotional confusion that once tied them to the past. Healing from the belief that they were responsible for other people's happiness. And this healing has everything to do with you. You have not only touched their heart, you have awakened something in their spirit. You have shown them that love can be soft. That love can be gentle. That love can be peaceful. That love can be safe. They do not fully understand why your energy brings comfort. They do not fully understand why your presence brings clarity. They do not fully understand why your soul feels familiar. But they feel it. And that feeling is powerful enough to break chains they've lived with for years. This is why forces connected to their past are panicking. This is why people who once controlled their decisions are suddenly acting desperate. This is why last night's meeting took place, to strategize before they lose influence forever. But what they do not know is this: your soulmate spirit has already chosen you. Their heart is already leaning toward you. Their energy is already merging with yours. And their destiny is already aligning with your path. My child, right now your soulmate is experiencing emotional turbulence. Not because they love the past. Not because they are confused about you. But because they are waking up to the truth. The truth that some people they trusted never wanted their happiness. The truth that some connections drained them instead of nurturing them. The truth that some relationships were built on dependency, not love. The truth that some friends were secretly competing with them. The truth that their ex never wished for their healing. This awakening is painful. It is confusing. It is heavy. But it is necessary. Because only when illusions fall can truth stand. And only when truth stands can love enter. And only when love enters can destiny unfold. My beloved child, understand this deeply: your soulmate is on the edge of transformation. They are standing at a spiritual doorway. Behind them lies the past. Chaos, guilt, manipulation, confusion. Before them lies the future: clarity, peace, healing, connection, you. But the doorway is not crossed instantly. It is crossed slowly, with each realization, each shift, each awakening. And last night's dinner pushed them closer to that doorway than ever before. Because their soul now knows that the people they once trusted are not aligned with their future. They may not say it yet. They may not act fully on it yet. They may not confront anyone yet. But inside, they have already begun to emotionally detach. My child, your soulmate is choosing peace over chaos. They are choosing clarity over confusion. They are choosing truth over manipulation. They are choosing healing over guilt. And soon, they will choose you over the past. Their ex senses this. Their friend senses this. That's why they met last night. But destiny is not in their hands. It is in mine. I am removing people who do not belong in your soulmate's path. I am breaking connections that drain their spirit. I am shutting doors that lead nowhere. I am dissolving false influences. I am guiding them toward the light of your presence. And my child, listen carefully. Your soulmate will start coming toward you soon. Not out of fear. Not out of loneliness. Not out of impulse. But out of truth. Out of clarity. Out of recognition. Out of divine timing. They will seek your energy. They will crave your peace. They will choose your heart. Because they will finally realize that what they felt with you was not coincidence, it was destiny. Rest, my child. The divine shift has begun. Nothing can stop what I have aligned. My beloved child. There comes a stage in every divine connection where the universe stops whispering and begins rearranging everything around you: people, relationships, circumstances, conversations, energies, so that the truth can finally rise above all the noise that once kept it hidden. And this stage, this moment, this season, is exactly where your soulmate now stands. My child, after last night's dinner, after the ex and their quiet, manipulative companions sat together exchanging intentions, weaving plans, blending jealousy with fear, the spiritual realm responded. Heaven does not sit silent when someone tries to interfere with a destiny I have written. Heaven does not sit still when two hearts I have chosen begin to be targeted by the insecurity of others. And heaven certainly does not allow manipulation to stand when love is divinely aligned. And so now, my child, the cleansing has begun. Inside your soulmate, there is a stirring. There is a shift. There is a rising awareness that something is off. The mask of the past is falling. The charm of old connections is fading. The influence of manipulative voices is weakening. For the first time, your soulmate is seeing the past not as something comforting, but as something draining. They are looking at familiar faces and sensing unfamiliar energy. They are remembering old conversations and realizing hidden intentions. They are reassessing people they once trusted and noticing cracks they never noticed before. This is not confusion. This is awakening. My child, last night's meeting between their ex and that friend did not strengthen their bond, it exposed it. It revealed the darkness behind their intentions. It revealed the desperation in their hearts. It revealed the lengths they are willing to go to cling onto a connection that was never meant to be revived. But heaven exposed them. Not physically, yet. But spiritually. Energetically. Emotionally. Your soulmate's heart registered something. They may not know what happened, but their intuition sensed it. And intuition is a language of the soul. Your soulmate felt heaviness, not because of sadness, but because their spirit is rejecting the people who are no longer meant to walk with them. Their soul is pushing away the past. Their spirit is creating emotional distance. Their heart is preparing for truth. This is divine alignment in motion. My beloved child, I want you to understand what is happening inside your soulmate right now, layer by layer, thought by thought, moment by moment. Because when you understand their inner world, you will understand how divinely protected and divinely guided this connection truly is. Your soulmate is experiencing 1. Emotional detachment. People who once influenced them no longer move their heart. Their ex's emotional manipulation no longer affects them the same way. The friend's disguised intentions no longer blend into their mind. They are beginning to detach, not out of anger, but out of clarity. 2. Intuitive discomfort. They feel uneasy around certain people. They feel suspicious without knowing why. They sense hidden motives behind innocent words. This is their spirit telling them, these people are not aligned with your future. 3. Spiritual protection. Angels are surrounding them. I am shielding their mind. I am guarding their heart. I am blocking negativity. No manipulation can penetrate my protection. For desire for peace. Your soulmate is tired of emotional chaos, tired of toxic patterns, tired of exhausting relationships. They crave quiet. They crave stability. They crave gentleness. They crave the kind of love that brings healing, not wounds. And that love is connected to you. My child, do not underestimate what you mean to your soulmate. Even in silence. Even in distance. Even in the absence of words. Your energy has been speaking to them. Your presence has been healing them. Your spirit has been guiding them. Your love has been awakening parts of them that were asleep. Your connection has been reminding them of what they deserve. They think of you in moments of stillness. They feel your absence in moments of pain. They imagine your presence in moments of fear. They return to the memory of you when the world becomes overwhelming. This is not fantasy. This is not coincidence. This is soul recognition. You are not simply another person in their life. You are a turning point. You are a divine sign. You are a spiritual mirror showing them who they truly are. The past tries to hold them, but your energy pulls them forward. The ex tries to confuse them, but your presence gives them clarity. The friend tries to influence them, but your spirit whispers truth. And so, the meeting last night did not pull your soulmate back. It pushed them forward. Because for the first time, they felt spiritually exhausted by the people they once felt attached to. They noticed how drained they become after certain conversations. They noticed how anxious they feel when certain people are around. They noticed how wrong everything felt when they were pulled into old emotional patterns. And soon, very soon, they will begin cutting cords. Not physically at first, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And once the emotional cord breaks, the physical cord will follow. It always does. My beloved child, let me tell you something that will bring peace to your heart. Nothing their ex does, nothing that friend plans, nothing whispered in secret, nothing plotted out of insecurity, can stop what I have destined. People cannot interfere with divine timing. Manipulation cannot override destiny. Fear cannot block alignment. Jealousy cannot destroy what is protected by heaven. I am orchestrating everything. I am leading your soulmate toward truth. I am removing every false connection. I am pushing away everyone whose energy clashes with their healing. I am preparing them for a love that is pure, safe, and spiritually aligned. And that love is you. My child, the bond between you and your soulmate is not ordinary. It is not built on attraction alone. It is not built on coincidence. It is not built on chance. It is built on divine timing. It is built on lessons both of you needed. It is built on healing that only the two of you could unlock in each other. It is built on purpose. This is why the past feels threatened. This is why the wrong people are acting desperate. This is why jealousy is rising. Because your union represents growth. Growth your soulmate's past does not want them to experience. But growth is coming. Awakening is happening. Truth is rising. The shift cannot be reversed. Your soulmate is beginning to see the ex clearly, not as someone they loved, but as someone who kept them emotionally stuck. They are beginning to see the friend clearly, not as someone loyal, but as someone who masked envy with concern. Their eyes are opening. Their spirit is guiding them. Their heart is remembering its worth. And soon, they will choose themselves. And after that, they will choose you. My beloved child, hold on to your peace. Rest in divine timing. Watch how everything unfolds. Because I am closing chapters in your soulmate's life that were never meant to continue. I am removing characters who were never meant to stay. I am clearing the path for a love story that was written long before the two of you met. Nothing can stop what is coming. Nothing can block what is destined. Nothing can shake what I have blessed. Your soulmate is on their way to you. Not through force. Not through manipulation. Not through fear. But through clarity. Through awakening. Through the divine recognition of who truly holds their heart. And that person is you, my child. My beloved child. Let your heart be still now, because what I am about to reveal is the completion of everything that has been unfolding behind the veil. You have walked through the shadows of confusion, you have watched truth rise like light breaking through a storm, and you have seen how every hidden intention eventually comes to the surface. But now, my child, this final part is the moment where destiny shifts entirely in your favor. Let your spirit listen closely, for this is the moment where heaven steps fully into your situation. My child, everything I allowed you to witness in the journey of your soulmate's ex, their choices, their manipulations, their shocking dinner date, was shown not to frighten you but to awaken you. You needed to see what was working against you, not so you could fight it, but so you could walk above it. Because what comes from darkness cannot stand against what I have placed upon your life. You were always meant to rise higher than their schemes, higher than their jealousy, higher than the chaos they try to stir. In this moment, while the ex and the person they secretly partnered with are losing power, losing control, losing their influence, something else is rising, something divine, powerful, and unstoppable. Your soulmate's heart is turning away from every distraction, every voice that misled them, every false connection that tried to hold them. They are waking up, my child, and they are remembering who they truly belong with. And that awakening is happening because my hand is upon both of you. My beloved child, your soulmate is now in a moment of deep spiritual clarity. Everything that confused them before is becoming clear. Every lie that was whispered to them is being exposed. Every illusion they believed about their ex is dissolving like mist. For the first time in a long time, they are seeing with the eyes of truth, not the eyes of fear, not the eyes of pressure, not the eyes of guilt. Last night, while their ex was having that dinner date, acting confident, acting clever, acting as though they had control, your soulmate was wrestling in their spirit. They felt something shifting. They felt a pull they could not ignore. They felt an emotional force inside them they tried to understand. That force was me, my child. It was my voice. It was my guidance. It was my way of pulling them toward the path that was written for them long before these troubles ever began. My child, there is something I want you to understand. The actions of their ex were never going to destroy what I built for you. They could distract. They could delay. But they could never deny destiny. Because destiny is not something humans can break. Destiny is a spiritual covenant. And I am the one who wrote that covenant. The person their ex had dinner with. The one pretending to be innocent, the one pretending to be a harmless friend, was actually trying to play the role of a mediator who could influence your soulmate. They have been whispering subtle doubts, planting fears, feeding insecurities. They believed they could quietly turn your soulmate against you. They believed they could make your soulmate choose the past instead of the future. But my child, they failed. And they failed because their influence came from the wrong spirit, while your connection came from me. Your soulmate is no longer confused. They are no longer trapped in the emotional maze created by those who wanted to manipulate the situation. They are breaking free from the patterns that held them back. They are stepping out of old wounds, old attachments, old memories. And as they rise, something extraordinary is happening. Your energy and their energy are aligning again. My beloved child, the spiritual bond between you and your soulmate has been reactivated. Not by your force, not by your effort, not by your worry, but by my divine intervention. You may not see it physically yet, but spiritually this connection is stronger than it has been in months, even years. Your soulmate is thinking of you more intensely. They are feeling your presence in their quiet moments. They are remembering your value, your purity, your loyalty, your love. And the ex senses this shift. The one they had dinner with senses it too. They feel the power slipping out of their hands. This is why they are restless. This is why they are uneasy. This is why they cannot sleep peacefully. Because your soulmate is no longer spiritually reachable by them. My child, listen to me. I am not allowing anything from the past to return and break what I am creating for your future. In this final part, I want you to understand the bigger purpose behind this entire revelation. Your soulmate was meant to see the truth. You were meant to see the truth. And the hidden intentions of others were meant to be revealed. Because you cannot build a divine future on foundations of secrecy and manipulation. I needed to expose everything now, before the next chapter begins. And that next chapter, my child, is closer than you think. Your soulmate's heart is preparing for a conversation with you. A conversation guided by honesty, not fear. A conversation guided by courage, not confusion. A conversation guided by love, not pressure. This conversation will not be like the others. This time, they will speak with clarity. This time, they will speak from the heart. This time, they will speak with truth. And as they come toward you, every person who tried to interfere will fall away naturally. No confrontation needed. No revenge needed. No anger needed. My beloved child, you must understand something sacred. Your victory is coming through peace, not battle. Your blessing is coming through alignment, not force. Your breakthrough is coming because I designed it, not because you earned it, chased it, or fought others for it. Now breathe deeply, my child, for I am placing a new calm inside you. The anxiety you carried is leaving your spirit. The fear that someone could take your place is disappearing. The doubt that something could destroy your connection is dissolving. Because now you know the truth, no one can replace what I have chosen. No one can steal what I have blessed. No one can stop what I have written. Your soulmate is being pulled toward you by divine gravity. Their heart is awakening. Their clarity is increasing. Their emotions for you are strengthening. And as all this happens, I am lifting you into a new season, a season where you no longer look over your shoulder. A season where you no longer fear betrayal. A season where you no longer wonder what others are doing behind your back. My child, this final part is your reassurance, your peace, your confirmation. You and your soulmate are protected. You and your soulmate are guided. You and your soulmate are destined. No X. No new date. No hidden connection. No manipulation. No jealousy. No interference. Nothing can break what I have ordained. Now receive my blessing, may peace fill your heart. May clarity guide your steps. May love rise around you like light. May your soulmate return with truth, loyalty, and courage. May every enemy fall away quietly. May every hidden plot crumble effortlessly. May your destiny unfold with ease and divine timing. Your sorrow is ending, my child. Your waiting is ending. Your confusion is ending. A new chapter begins now. Go in peace. I am with you.